So adding peace to the lineup. How much better does this make the Knicks? I will ask you about your Knicks, Stephen.
Better only incrementally. Significantly tougher, however. Metta World Peace, a.k.a. Ron Artest, it's a move that I applaud. Basketball-wise, he doesn't seem to fit into what the New York Knicks are doing in terms of them pushing the ball up the floor, jacking up perimeter shots, that kind of thing, because they have no interior game whatsoever. They have nobody that can post up outside of really Carmelo Anthony. Well, Metta World Peace can post up. He can post up small forwards. He can certainly post up any guard out there. So the reality is that it's a plus on that level. But more importantly, having said all of that, the biggest thing I love about his arrival in New York, Skip, is the fact that I have been on the record. And for those that don't know what my position is, allow me to illustrate it yet again. If I were a guy that was running a basketball operations, I am unapologetic about the fact that I'm going to have some kind of thug-like figure on my squad. It doesn't bother me at all. I'm not ashamed to tell you. And I'm not talking about somebody that's lawless. I'm talking about somebody that obeys rules and regulations, follows the law, but is a roughneck. I want somebody that is going to demand excellence from his teammates, that's going to give me maximum effort, and dare I say, if people are acting foolish, smack somebody upside the head every now and then. I'm talking about his own teammates. I'm talking about holding dudes accountable to make sure that the eye is constantly on the prize. For those of you that may not know, the New York Knicks haven't won a playoff game. I'm sorry, haven't won a world or a championship since 1973.
73. Okay.
Now, you may have been in your 30s at that time. However, I was about 5 years old, okay? I mean, I have starved, and I'm still starving. You remember how depressed I was when the Knicks lost to the Pacers, even though I knew the Pacers were a better team? You know how heartbroken I was because I'm a Knicks fan. They need something. Is this guy going to help the championship? No. He's not going to push them over that hump. Brooklyn's still better. Indiana, Chicago, and Miami are still better. But he makes them tougher. And the tougher the Knicks are, the more tougher they're going to be for the opposition. And the easier it's going to make life for the explosive offensive player that is Carmelo Anthony. So I like the move.
Sure.
I support the move. And I think it's going to bode well for them.
I'm shocked you didn't say it would make them significantly better, because you had pushed for this from the start, but you just said tougher, significantly tougher, but not necessarily better, because the other guys around them have to do their job. I'm just saying it's going to make them tougher. Maybe that's going to make them significantly better. I'm going significantly better.
Okay.
I think he is a great fit. He belongs on the New York Knicks at this stage of his career. And Stephen A., for the first time ever that I can remember, I actually loved every word that came out of Ron Artest's mouth yesterday. I'm going to still call him Ron Artest because I can't get over the world peace. I just can't. I can't get there.
Well, I love Metta World Peace because I remember when he has gotten suspended because of, you know, a little tussle, and the headlines in New York said the commissioner suspends world peace. Well, go ahead.
I think he ought to go back to being Ron Artest for the Knicks because it's a tougher name. It's to your point, but this is a man who said yesterday, I need a challenge. I need something tougher at this stage of my career as he enters his, what is he, now 14 NBA seasons. He's approaching age 34. He needed the challenge of winning in New York, as he said, the toughest thing to do. And he also said, and I believe him, I think he would have played for the Knicks basically for nothing.
Yeah.
I do. I believe those words, yeah. And I believe he considers it an honor to return to his hometown to play for, I don't know if he was a Knicks fan growing up, but he is New York through and through. He is Queensbridge. Yes, he is.
No doubt.
So in the end, is he the next Charles Oakley? I won't go that far, but we all know that Ron Artest knows how to throw an elbow when it's time to throw an elbow. And what I love about him in pedigree is did win a ring, and Kobe swore by Artest more than he swore at Artest. And the Knicks will know that. They will respect Artest's pedigree that he's bringing from the Lakers. It will resonate in that locker room. If I dare go this far, I think that at this stage of his career, Ron Artest could become a leader of the New York Knicks, We go from palace brawl to leader of the Knicks. I think he's got a chance. I think they'll listen.
The Los Angeles Lakers get annihilated by 39 points in Game 6 of the NBA Finals by Boston in 2008, get closed out. Kobe Bryant's in the shower, getting dressed, obviously despondent, etc., etc. He turns around, and inside there is Ron Artest. Get me to L.A. This will not happen to you again.
Wow.
They won the championship the following year in Orlando.
They did.
Yeah.
Then they got Ron Artest. And who showed up in Game 7 of that NBA Finals against Boston at the Staples Center?
We remember
who
it
had the
well.
big game? Who was the MVP of
You are.
that game?
Artest.
It
Metta
was
World
Ron
Peace.
Artest.
Yeah.
So I would say to everybody that this dude is a top-notch competitor. A little bit slower than he used to be. Can't do the things he used to do, but is still a stout defender. He's tough as nails. He's rough. He's an enforcer-type dude, along with Kenyon Martin. Tyson Chandler is in good hands because he's a slender 7-foot center. And you need guys like that around you so other dudes don't want to mess with you. And Ron Artest, a.k.a. Metta World Peace, helps in that category. And with Melo being as valuable as Melo is, not to say that Melo can't handle his own business, but it is nice to know that if you have to get in a tussle, somebody's going to have to deal with Metta World Peace. It is nice to have that on your side.
I think I just talked you into significantly better.
He says
just
tougher,
saying,
you say
tougher.
better.
Could be significantly better.
Yeah, but in the end, a good deal for the New York Knicks.